Now presenting Protein Farts Podcast, featuring Rick and Corey from NutriShop.
Hey everybody, how we doing? Welcome to Protein Farts today. Rick here. You can notice my partner isn't here yet, but here he is. How you doing, Corey?
Hi there, neighbor.
Hi there, neighbor. How you doing today? Here, let's get that button. So what's the deal with the sweater today?
Coming in smooth today.
Coming in smooth.
Real smooth.
Real smooth.
Like a Key Sweat song.
Okay.
We're going to make this segment last forever.
Okay. Seriously, why are you wearing the sweater?
Well, it's the season.
'Tis the season?
You know how our people react when they come in here.
Yeah.
The weather gets a little dim.
It was a little overcast.
We
this
turn the
morning.
lights down low, and then everyone gets a little cuddly. The fluffy coats come on. It's fluffy season, right?
But what else comes with it? I mean, you're able to hide some stuff underneath there.
Yeah. I mean, I got a white tee. You know how that white makes us look. But
tend to cover up a little bit better.
little fat.
So with that being said,
Fat.
Fat?
Fat. Not muscle.
Yeah. And we're not calling anyone fat, but
No.
however, this season tends to lend
Make it
itself
hot
into that.
all day.
Just because, again, you get to wear a little more clothes, you get to, have a little more forgiving. We might not wake up early. We might not be going to the gym. We might not be doing a few things. However, with that comes what? Fat carries toxins. We've already proved that to you. You've been on the InBody. Score goes down. Well, you're more susceptible to catching a cold.
Yep. And then your InBody scores tend to be too smooth, and they flatline.
So
if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So what we really want to focus on, it's the end of October. So if you're going to decide not to go to the gym, if you're going to decide not to follow a meal plan, if you're going to decide to just basically stop, you have to stay focused on your health and wellness. Because again, as that body fat increases, so will the visceral. And we know the visceral causes a lot of damage. And if you want to look at visceral fat damage, feel free. You'll all be coming into the store.
Visceral is a nasty visual.
Whoa.
There you go.
That's a good one.
There you go.
I like that. It's going to be a post coming soon.
Coming smooth with it.
But when that happens, you have to stay focused on your immune system. You have to stay focused on everything that your body needs because it's going to need more of it. Less muscle means less calorie burn, which means you're holding on to a little bit of a chub, and you're not going to feel as good. You're not going to look as good, and the insides are going to react accordingly. So let's make sure we're staying on top of our immune system.
And let's talk about how we can do that. First and foremost.
Hey, Corey, how do we do that?
I don't know. How do we do that? I'll tell you how we do it and how we keep it real smooth. At the same time, we have a challenge that pretty much ends, December 28th? We got a challenge going on until December 28th. So there's your first personal accountability. Your second personal accountability could be just start putting the right nutritional nutrients in, okay? That's fruits. That's greens, the super version of those, okay? That's superfoods, okay? Keep any omegas in your system. Some brain food will be good.
Making
sure
cortisol in check.
with KSM, get some of that ashwagandha in your system, okay? A lot of these things are year-round, and it's funny. I had a conversation with a young lady today. She hadn't been here in a year and a half, and I said, what is so important about today to come in? And she's like, well, I wanted to check on myself. I've been doing a diet for the last couple months, and I just want to see how it was. Like, well, don't you think you should have come in a couple months ago?
Just starting.
And she's like, yeah. I was like, well, it's winter time. I was like, you know what? Can we agree that this is probably the most important time to stay healthy and stay on your fitness? Well, what do you mean? I was like, well, typically whatever you're going to build up in the 10 months, you typically could lose actually in 2. She's like, really? I was like, oh, yeah. You know how hard you have to work to build all that muscle and shed all that fat?
Yeah.
And then now you're just going to, for the lack of a better term, take a dive. We'll see you in January. No pun intended. We'll see you in January.
Intended.
Most of y'all we see in February because you let that holiday hangover really become something.
And it rolls into the Super Bowl weekend.
Therefore, whatever you built is
Gone.
doubly gone.
Doobly oobly. Is that Michael Oobly Bublé?
Bublé.
So again, with that being said, and you letting your body basically go to crap, okay, you need to stay on top of things. I encourage all of you to research negative effects of high visceral fat and negative effects of high cortisol levels. Again, you will come into the store. And we only tell you these things because these are facts. This isn't anything.
We look this stuff up.
Yeah, but it's nothing we're making up. I can't make you have a high visceral, and I can't make you have high cortisol. That is something you have created in your situation.
Most of your fat that you hold in your body in that belly region. I always tell people wherever you have fat, you can probably guess there's an organ there, especially in the visceral. Everyone's like, what do you mean? Oh, your back fat, your lungs, your side fat, your kidneys. It all adds up after a while. So if you're not taking care of, that's a health aspect. That's a 365 thing. If you're not taking care of that, and that's not your number one priority, push fitness aside.
Yeah.
Let's keep your health in check. You will see us monthly, weekly, daily.
Because you're just going to feel better.
That's it.
And that's what it's about. If you're feeling better, you're acting better. If you're acting better, you're more active. You're in a better situation in everything you do. But when you're not and you don't, it goes sideways, and you're going to have to get larger sweaters.
Big boy sweaters.
Big boy sweaters.
Y'all shopping at the big and tall store.
For the big body. And we can't harp on this too much because, going into cold season, flu season, COVID's still out there, guys. Sorry. It's still out there. It's a real thing. Okay? You guys need to. I implore you to. You must take care of yourself, because as every year clicks off your birthday calendar, it's only going to get more difficult. And if you think you're invincible in your 20s, things change in your 30s. And when you hit 40, when you hit 50,
bye-bye.
Things absolutely change. And it all gets more difficult. And then hormones come into play and things slow down. And before you know it, you're like, where in the hell did everything go? I got a big old panza, and I just don't feel good or look good.
Yeah, we have all the seasons coming up, right? We got candy season coming right now. We have turkey season. For some of y'all, it's ham. Then it's tamale season.
Boom.
And I trust me, we grub on that. Okay,
and it's okay too.
Yeah, but we're not extending these one day things to 1 week, and that's the problem. Or what are you compensating that with? Are you at least trying to work a little harder in the gym? Maybe take a specific supplement that helps you break down those carbs and those fats and those some of those sugars a little bit more effectively. Yeah. Is any of that being put in? Is that part of the new meal plan? Because your new meal plan apparently changed on its own. You start adding in a little bit of dressing, a little bit of tamale. It all
a little extra mashed potato.
Yeah, and I love all that stuff. My mom makes the best 5-cheese mac and cheese. Okay, and I love it. But at the same time, it's all in moderation, people. But at the same time, you put all that in. All you're doing is just giving your body an opportunity to store fat. So what are you doing to give your body an opportunity to break it down?
And it's a choice, guys. It just comes back to life choices. You choose not to wake up tomorrow to go to the gym. And a day turns into a week turns into a month, and then a month turns into a year, and before you know it, it's all over. So make the choices that you really want. You really want to feel better. We all ultimately obviously want to look better because that's the aesthetic game we play in, and Instagram really has created that unfortunateness about it. But just make a change, okay? This is your time here to make a change, okay? Because before you know it, it might be too late, okay? Your body responds in many, many, many different ways when it comes to stress and anxiety. I don't think there's really a stress and anxiety test that someone can run because everyone's stress and anxiety is a little bit different in how you process them. But the one thing is consistent with that is that you have elevated cortisol levels. And again, research negative effects of cortisol. It's a really, really bad hormone. But simply, it's a hormone that has your body hold on to fat and use muscle for fuel. Well, that's counterproductive to anything because if I'm going to stand up right now, it's my muscle that's holding me up. It's my muscle that's keeping my tendons together, that's keeping the bone and keeping all that in line. So if that isn't there and all I'm doing is I'm just a ball of fat, I'm just going to fall down. So when you walk and you do all these activities, you're actually needing muscle to do so. So that's why we really harp on the muscle here, is because muscle is the foundation of everything. Muscle is the only place in the body that actually utilizes fat for fuel. So I don't know what we need to do or how we can communicate this any more different.
I can wear a lab coat.
Okay, maybe we do that.
You know, give myself a little badge there.
It says Dr.
BD.
Corey.
Yeah, Dr. Smooth.
You know, because if a doctor told you to do something, you would do it.
Yes.
But what you got to really know that a doctor, I hate to tell you, their job is to keep you sick. Because
harsh truth there, but
because if you're not sick, you don't go see them.
Think about it.
Okay. Our job is to put you on a program that works for you, that's consistent, that's attainable,
so you don't have to see the doctor,
and you just feel better. So I don't know why we get the pushback we get.
I think sometimes because we're coming from such a different avenue.
It's not what society has taught.
No, it's so opposite end of the spectrum. Let's take another way of looking at this. And I think we blow people's minds so much that either there's a sense of you guys actually wanting to over research now. We've done the research for you. You want to go look up some more stuff that maybe says you don't have to take.
Or
this,
you want to just look something up that's going to tell you what you already what you want to hear.
We're not a feel good store.
Because that's the reality is if you want to find your answer, you will find your answer.
Yeah, not into all that.
Okay, you're going to find what you're looking for. I promise you will find your perspective. But it's necessarily going to have to be, it's not going to be the truth.
No.
And more importantly, how do you know it works for you? You don't.
Nope.
You have no idea. And you can waste a lot of time reading a lot of books, looking at a lot of blogs, a lot of YouTube, and a lot of stuff that might work for somebody else, or they pitch you that it works for somebody else. And we're going to customize the program to you because we have the tools to do so.
I'll be honest with you. If you think it works, put it to the test. Come weigh in.
You're more than welcome to do that.
Go ahead. I give people grace. I will give you grace for as long as you want. If you really, we can put money on it, okay? And I have no problem giving out Rick's money. But at the same time, we just want to find the best options for you. But that's kind of what we do. There's different options to go about it. If it's more of an external thing, we can help you look better. But do understand that has to do with how you sculpt your body in the gym. No. We're trying to make sure the inside and outside are conjoined. They have a good union together.
Like a conjoining twins?
Yes.
Connected at the
hip.
And again, seriousness, guys. If you don't care about going to the gym anymore this year, if you're scared about the cold, we talked about the calendar last week, don't go to the gym.
No.
Just give up on it. However, don't give up on yourself and don't give up on your health and don't give up on your nutrition.
Agree.
Because next January, it will be more difficult. Every year it becomes more difficult.
It never gets easier.
And if your age is getting up there, it's only going to be that much slower.
Well, even then, if your mind and heart are in tune to even be more active next year, be more determined next year, it doesn't mean your body is going to be there. Your body may still be I'm at my own pace right now, my man, my girl. You know, it's like I'm going at my speed. Yeah. And unfortunately, what is the classic quote? The mind is willing, or the heart is willing,
but the body isn't.
But the body isn't. I don't know, something like that. You guys know what I'm getting at. The reality is, come take care. Something that you could start in January, February, you can do right now. Right now. Just make the decision. That's it.
What does the proverbial "I'll start Monday" mean? Why?
Over amount of grace that we give to ourselves, unfortunately.
I'll start Monday. I'll start tomorrow. I'll start. Well, you say start so many times. Start.
Finally do it. Make it happen.
And be consistent.
That's it.
You need to be healthy, guys. We're at the end of October. The climate is changing. The flu, cold, COVID, all that garbage season's here. And I promise you, if you don't take action now, in January it'll be that much more difficult. So give yourself a favor, give your family a favor, love yourself, and just take care of your body. It's that simple. Do it.
Take care of yourself, guys. Like I said, the best thing you can do for yourself right now is to give your body the best nutrients it can be. Once again, we all know we're going to slip up a little bit during this season for the next 2.5 months, but at the same time, what we can do is just protect what's so dear to us. That's our organs, that's our brain, that's our heart, that's our mind, that's our cortisol, and all that. It's a reflection on the outside at some points. But if you don't see it now, you'll see it at some point.
And we're all worried about number one, then take care of it.
That's right. We'll talk to you guys soon. We'll see you guys soon. If you have any information, if you guys want any type of topics discussed, Let us know. Drop some feedback to us. We love to talk about
DM
random
us
things.
at proteinfarts_, or you can DM the stores, NutriShop Glendora _
Message us individually. It's up to you.
over at Corey.
Corey_Edmond.
Absolutely. Fit Thick Rick. Whatever, we're here, guys. So if you want a topic covered, if you want to be a guest, if you have something to pump up, let us know. We're looking for guests all the time.
It's a long line.
Okay, there's a long
list,
line, and we have
man.
some
It's a
guests coming
list.
up here in the near future.
Sackman's first.
Sacramento's first. So again, do yourself a favor and stay healthy this winter, because you'll actually only thank yourself for that.
Keep it smooth, baby. All day, every day.
Take that damn sweater off.
It's a beautiful, you be mine.